All right, here with Astros skipper Dusty Baker. Man, year 4 already, man. It's flown by, and here with the Astros. And you mentioned that you're not a huge fan of spring training. You prefer regular season. But yeah, this is where the grinding begins, and you get to get kind of locked in and get focused, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, like I said, I've never been really big fan of spring training, but you gotta do it. You know, it's like doing your homework. I mean, how many people like homework? You know,
I know I did.
I know, but if you don't do your homework, you're not going to be prepared for the test.
Yeah.
And this is what this is what it's all about. And then it gives me an idea to see some improvement on some of the players from last year to this year. You know, hopefully, you know, we're looking for a couple surprises, which I always count on.
Is it fun too, as a manager? This is the time where you start putting the puzzle together for the team, and every year is a new puzzle, and you know what the pieces you've got here, and I know it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, very good question. I mean, you start putting the puzzle together actually when the season ends last year.
Yeah.
And then you try to put the puzzle together, most of the puzzle together, before you even get here, before spring training starts, and that's why people ask me, "Oh, don't you want to be a general manager?" I never want to be a general manager because the general manager doesn't have an off season.
That's true.
Yeah, because that's his time,
stop.
and that's his time of the year.
Yeah.
You know, with my help, hopefully, to put this puzzle together. But like I said, well, I'm always looking for a surprise pitcher, a surprise position player that just stands out where you have to have him on the team. So I got my eyes open.
Everybody's put that championship, as fun as it was, behind you. You got to turn the page. You
Yeah.
probably enjoy it for a little bit, but you got a whole new season right ahead of you. It was fun. I know it was a milestone for you as a manager, but
it was.
You've turned the page already.
Well, I've turned the page, but we're still the incumbent.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Until hopefully we're the next year's incumbent. And but you do have to turn the page. Except you got to remember it. I think when you're in a bad streak, when you're going poorly,
right.
You know, when things are going bad, like, okay, remember, boys, you know, we've been here before, and you know, we are the champions. Yeah, and it's a factor. But you can't dwell on it or live off that and expect others to play any harder. I mean, any less than they would ordinarily. So you know, it's going to be a grind. I mean, there are some teams that have gotten better. You know, I mean, teams say, okay, we got to improve here, we got to improve there, and hopefully, you know, we've improved, you know, to stay ahead of them.
A couple more questions. Verlander gone, but you still got a great pitching staff, great bullpen. You know that lineup's strong as well. You like what you've got here going in.
Well, certainly. I mean, you know, we got to stay healthy.
Yep.
You know,
it always comes out of that.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the main factors last year.
Yeah.
You know, and then whoever wasn't healthy, you know, we could replace them. I mean, you can look at last year. Michael missed a lot of games. You know, even Jordan missed some games. You know, quite a few games. So, you know, you don't know what you have until a general manager told me years ago. You don't know what you have until you go around the league one time. Where now it's around both leagues, you know, one time, and then you compare. Okay, do we have enough, or do we need some more of this or that? So. You know, hopefully we can get off to a good start and get off to a healthy start.
I want to ask you about just one player as we wrap it up. Just you're getting a chance to manage a guy that's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and Jose Altuve. What has that meant for you to watch him these last few years and watch him go about his business every day?
Well, I mean, it's been a pleasure and a joy. I mean, and I think a lot of people probably take him for granted. You know, because he's done it so consistently for so long, and then, you know, he has a whole bunch left. I mean, I enjoy watching him play. I enjoy managing him, you know, as a player, you know, and as a person. I mean, because this is where it starts to me. I mean, player's important, but as a person is even more important.
Appreciate the time.
All right, Randy.
Astros manager Dusty Baker.
All right, man.
See you soon, man.
All right, man.